Amidst nationwide demonstrations, Columbia University becomes a flashpoint for tensions as House Speaker Mike Johnson faces heckling from students. Johnson's visit aimed to support Jewish students amid pro-Palestinian protests, yet it faced resistance amidst ongoing negotiations to end the protests.
My message to the students inside the encampment is go back to class and stop the nonsense. To every Jewish student listening to us, no matter where you are around the country, you have my word. The U.S. House of Representatives will do everything in our power to ensure that you are safe, you can freely practice your faith, and you can go to school, just like everybody else.
From Texas to California, students clash with law enforcement as demonstrations escalate. The political reverberations reach the highest levels, with President Biden affirming support for freedom of expression on American university campuses.
The President believes that free speech, debate, and non-discrimination on college campuses are important. They're important American values, and so he'll always be very clear. We will always be very clear about that here. Students should feel safe. Communities should feel safe, and we can't stay silent. Obviously, it is a deeply painful moment. He sees that. He understands that.
Across the United States, students' protests over Israel's actions in Gaza has sparked heated debates on free speech.
I think that the amount of media coverage that this is getting is actually taking away from what is happening over in Gaza and the war. I think that it's really complicated, and while I am incredibly impressed and inspired and in support of what the protesting students are doing, I also feel like total and complete divestment is not going to happen. And I think they need to pick something to agree on, take that win. Their point has been made.
We didn't expect him at all. I think he come here to set fire. In fact, he set fire everywhere. I think that's why just now, as you guys said, we yelled at him, asked him, Mike, you suck. He really suck. Yeah, he shouldn't definitely come here. And as I said, that's not what we expected at all.
India's response to these pro-Palestine protests across US and the action against students was to remind America to practice as they preach.
We've seen reports or several reports on it and have been following related events. In every democracy, there has to be the right balance between freedom of expression, sense of responsibility and public safety and order. Democracies in particular should display this understanding in regard to other fellow democracies. After all, we are all judged by what we do at home and not what we say abroad.
While the US promotes itself as a champion of free speech and expression abroad, it hypocritically crushes dissent and suppresses student activists and protesters. This contradiction exposes the hypocrisy of America's commitment to democratic values and highlights its double standards.